I didn't know what a team was when they asked me to join.
Sarah didn't know what a team was. She didn't know what a well flow was. She didn't know.
I watched a lot of HGTV, and I still stand by the fact they are a liar. Yeah. Like, I say we need a show called Real Estate that shows, like, not just, hey, we have an offer. Hey, it's sold. They love it. All of the behind-the-scenes stuff. Because from the moment I joined them, everything is like, wait, what? Why do we have to go do that? What? I mean, it's like... Yeah. I think in order to be a real estate agent, you should have to shadow somebody for at least a year before you just jump into real estate.
Cut this up, Danny. This is good.
Yeah.
So.
It was shocking.
That was one of my things in the questionnaire.
Yes.
Like more training. You should have to do something beside the exam.
It is insane. I mean, I think I got my real estate license in like 6 weeks. I was like, one day I'm going to do this. 6 weeks later, I had a license. I had no idea. I told my husband, I'm like, this is not okay that I can do this. There's nothing that's okay about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so I'm on the board, the RVAR board of directors, and I've talked about this. Like, we had strategic planning a couple of months ago, and we talked about like what we could do to kind of increase the level of play. And there's really not much they can do.
Because it's national
this
way.
And it has nothing to do with NAR. Like, it has everything to do with the state licensing and things like that. Like, it's just, there's really nothing, the RVAR can't require more classes. They can't make you take more stuff. Like, it has nothing to do with them, which is really kind of sad.
I don't think classes are where it's at.
We need an apprenticeship.
It's an apprenticeship.
Yeah.
It's like, to be a plumber, you have to be an electrician. Right. But to be an agent, you don't have that.
No.
And every transaction, you can't just train somebody on one transaction because every single one is different. And you make mistakes in every single one.
Yeah. I find it incredibly valuable to, like, my whole situation with Nancy was incredible. Like, I couldn't have asked for a better situation because she literally just, like, scoop me up and like, this is how you do stuff, you know? Yeah. And I mean, a lot of people can scoop you up and be like, this is how you do stuff. And it's not how you do stuff. But no, I felt like I was very lucky. And a lot of people learn on their own. I don't think that I would have. I think I would have just started doing stuff.
Yeah. I felt like Kendon was a good teacher too at the beginning. Just takes people on, brings you on a deal. A lot of...
he's an incredible teacher.
Yeah. And he understands the business well. And
Yeah. Anne was my teacher.
Mine too. Yeah. And you.
You all got a good one.
Yeah. Well, it started at the top down. Kendon taught her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more of that. I agree with you. I think the classes, I mean, you can provide all the classes and all the stuff. For people aren't going to take them. That's clear. That's obvious. One of the things that I do that you may not know about is that I work pretty heavily with the Residential Real Estate Council. They provide the CRS designation, which is a certified residential specialist. National organizations, they're one of NAR's biggest nonprofits. And that's all they do is provide education. They have some of the best education I've ever taken. But if people don't show up or they don't implement the stuff, then it doesn't matter. But I think there needs to be some sort of, like appraisers, there needs to be some sort of vetting process. Like, you need to have an internship. You need to work under somebody before you can actually go full bore for a while. I think that has to happen. But
and there's a lot of this you can't learn by a class. You just learn by going through it, watching it. So just taking the time and the hours to do that might benefit.
Yeah.
Would have benefited me, I'm sure, to know more before just getting licensed and jumping right into it. But luckily, good teacher. Like you said, nobody at the beginning, you weren't going to fail because you had somebody right next to you.
Yeah.
So
Nancy wasn't going to let me.
No.
So, so advice for new agents, like if you're getting into the business or you're thinking about getting into the business, I would highly, highly, highly consider reaching out to a team or a broker that does a lot of business and do your research, meet with somebody that you trust or that you mix well with and that that you have a good feeling about and do it that way. 'Cause it'll put your progress on hyper speed. Like it'll turn like a 5-year learning process into a 1 or 2 year learning process. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. It takes forever. Yeah. So anyway.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to ask questions. Like, get in there and again, just kind of back to that. You don't know what you don't know. Mm-hmm. And just always assuming that you don't know the next step, or, you know, maybe there's a better way to do something. I think if as a new agent, you can't ask enough questions. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we've had people reach out to us that I don't even know. And I love that. And I think there's a lot of agents out there that don't mind that, because at the end of the day, I'm going to work with you at some point, and I want you to know what you're doing, mm-hmm. because you're a critical part to my transaction going well.
Yeah.
You know, so reach out. If you're a new agent, reach out to other agents and kind of sit with them, talk with them, ask questions.
Ask questions, yeah.
Let us talk you out of it.
Well, sometimes
it's not what you think.
Sometimes we might talk you out of it.
Should we ask for this repair? No, don't do that. No. Should we offer this? No. Offer this instead. No, that's obviously not what you mean. No, you have to do that. And I would really suggest going to like real estate broker events, like the RVAR Summer Barbecue, and like go to those things, meet other real estate brokers, get to know them a little bit, because when they call you, it is so much better when you know who they are. Mm-hmm. Like, it's, even if you don't get along with them, like if you've met them before, it's already going to be more cordial because they've met you and they know you and they know who you are.
Yeah.
So it's just, if you're just another face that they don't know, that they've never seen, I just feel like they're more inclined to beat you up, or try to anyway.